I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing super well. I got Alicia Callison on my line today. We're going to talk about all the great events and programs coming up because you guys always sound like you got the most fun events here. You've had some great past events. We want to talk about those real quick. How was Harvest Festival?
Yeah, Harvest Festival was just this past weekend. The weather was a little bit gloomy and rainy. I think we still had a pretty good turnout considering, so it was a good time.
Yeah, that's really good to hear. And I know there's some pretty bad weather all over the state here, but you guys were able to have a pretty good turnout there and get that Harvest Fest underway. But you got some upcoming events this weekend. Let's start with our first one. It's the Snake and Turtle Show. That's going to be very fun. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so the Snake and Turtle Show that's coming up this Saturday, October 21st at 2 o'clock. It's an opportunity for people to come out and learn a little bit about what makes our local reptiles interesting and unique. I think a lot of times people they tend to like turtles, but maybe not snakes so much. So we're going to talk a little bit about both of them and what makes them interesting. And then we also have some real live animals to show as well. So you'll get to meet a couple of our turtles close up, and you'll get to meet our snake. And it just should be a good time.
Super fun. When you think of the Midwest, you don't often think about the reptile population around here. Do we got enough to spend a whole class on reptiles?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have a variety of different turtles and snakes, and um, even occasionally a lizard or two. So we definitely have things we can talk about.
All right, no fun. I figured we did. That's why we would be having the class. But you got your regular freshwater turtles out there and some garter snakes. That's the only snake I can think of right now. But we don't got any venomous ones, so it'll be fun. I don't like snakes personally,
Yeah.
but is there any handling? Any handling? You get to touch and feel the animals?
You will get to touch our turtle and our snake. You won't get to hold them, but you'll get to touch them for sure. Yeah, and we have in Central Illinois we have a lot of different turtles. We have box turtles. We've got aquatic turtles like painted turtles, snapping turtles, red-eared sliders. And as far as snakes, yeah, garter snakes are probably the ones that people are most familiar with, that they encounter the most often. But we also commonly see rat snakes and blue racers and hognose snakes. So there's all kinds of critters out there we can talk about.
Super, super cool. These critters, and they're not just too out there and obvious for me. I haven't seen them walking around out there. So it's a fun opportunity to see what the reptile population has to offer around Central Illinois. Very, very fun there. So that's going to be on October 21st at 2 o'clock. You said, and where at?
That is at Rock Springs Nature Center in Decatur.
Awesome. Rock Springs Nature Center in Decatur, always bringing the most fun programs there. And that's coming up this weekend. Another one this weekend, Creatures of the Night. Maybe you're going to see some of the reptiles you saw the day before, but talk to me about Creatures of the Night.
Yeah, so this one is Sunday evening from 7 to 9. This one will be out at Friends Creek Conservation Area in the Argenta area. And this is an opportunity to come out to Friends Creek, learn a little bit about nocturnal animals and the special adaptations that they have. We will take a night hike. So we'll go out on one of our trails at night and kind of test our senses. You'll get to meet one of our nocturnal animals. And then we'll also have some snacks. So we'll be making hot dogs over the fire and s'mores and having some fun.
Super, super fun night, it sounds like right there. You said the nocturnal animals. Which one are we going to be seeing, or is that a surprise?
That's a surprise.
Okay.
And it will also probably be largely weather dependent because if it's too cold, we don't want to bring some of our critters out. But it will be probably, fingers crossed, one of our frogs.
Okay, very fun. All right, and this is a night hike. What kind of gear do I need to bring? Do I need to bring my own headlamp and boots?
Oh, good question. Definitely bring appropriate shoes. So something sturdy. Don't wear open-toed shoes. Boots would be good if it's rained recently, so that you don't get mud all over your shoes. But as far as a headlamp or a flashlight, you can bring one, but we're going to ask you not to use it because unless there's an emergency. And that's just because we want your eyes to adjust to the night, to the dark, so we can get that night vision going and put your eyesight and your other senses to the test.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That sounds totally fun right there. Let's make it a night hike in the night. You don't have to have any bright lights out there. Your eyes have their own little setting for night vision, it seems. So that sounds really fun. You're talking about it being at Friends Creek. I feel like we don't talk about Friends Creek too much. Anything out there in particular that caused the night hike to be out there?
We just like to kind of spread out a little bit and have programs offered at some of our other sites as well, rather than just Rock Springs. But if you're not familiar with Friends Creek, it's a great site. It is the only public campground in Macon County. So if you're looking for a new campground to visit that you haven't been to before, Friends Creek is really nice. We have a nice little campground and some beautiful hiking trails out there, as well as our historic one-room schoolhouse, Bethel Schoolhouse. So there's some cool stuff out at Friends Creek.
Super fun there. We got more on the farmhouse, schoolhouse stuff in just a little bit, but we still got another program to talk about. So those were this coming weekend, the Snake and Turtle Show and Creatures of the Night. They're both going to be this weekend. One, the Snake and Turtle Show at the Rock Spring Nature Center, and the Creatures of the Night at Friends Creek. Does that sound right to you, Miss Callison?
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect. Anything else on these two fun events happening this weekend?
If you would like to register, you can do so online. Our website is maconcountyconservation.org. You can go there and see how to register for these events, as well as any other events and programs that we've got coming up.
That would have been an important question for me to ask. So thank you so much for remembering that. Registration. How can you get into these? So, okay, registration can be found there, and we thank you for that. Now, that is not good for pretty much all registration events we're talking about, programs. They can find those at the Macon County Conservation District website.
Yes, that's right.
Awesome. All right.
And
so
we do keep our Facebook page updated as well.
Great.
So you can get some more information there.
That's another great resource for people to use is the Facebook page. You often see businesses and organizations out there that don't utilize the Facebook enough. So it's great you guys keep that updated, and it helps me out when I'm trying to find some information. So that's really great. You can also check them out on Facebook. There's another event next weekend, though. It's the fairy tale frogs. Now, tell me about this. So, am I dressing up for this? So I got to find my best prince outfit.
Yeah, absolutely. So, fairy tale frogs. This is kind of an idea we had for the Halloween season. This will be Sunday, October 29th at 2:00 at Rock Springs Nature Center. And so we are encouraging people to dress up, wear your favorite prince or princess costume, or your favorite fairy tale character, and come out to Rock Springs, meet our frogs, see them up close. We'll have some crafts for the kiddos to do, and learn a little bit about our froggy friends in a fun kind of environment.
That sounds like it's going to be a really fun night there. Get a little bit more in the Halloween spirit, connect to nature a little bit, and come out in your fun costume. This is awesome. How do you guys get the frogs? Do you guys have them on hand? Do you guys have little sanctuaries for them, or do you have a designated person that's a frog catcher?
Oh, no, I wish. That'd be fun. No, so we do have frogs that live at Rock Springs Nature Center that we have enclosures for, and we take care of them, keep them up, and all that. So we have a couple of tree frogs, we have a bullfrog, and a toad that live at Rock Springs year-round. We bring out for programs.
Very cool. What other type of animals do you keep at the Rock Springs Nature Center? I didn't know there was kind of an observatory there for animals.
Yeah, so we have 3 turtles. We have 2 of them are box turtles, and we have a painted turtle. We have a king snake, and then we have a lizard. So we've got a few different things, and most of them are out on display in our lobby or in our children's room, so you can come and see them anytime. Super fun.
What are the hours for the Rock Springs Nature Center area that you can go inside of?
Rock Springs Nature Center is open year-round, almost every day of the year. Wow. So Monday through Friday, we're open 8 to 5, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 5.
Awesome. All right. We got kind of off track there talking about the Rock Springs Nature Center, but that's all right. That's where the Fairy Tale Frogs will be next weekend there. And can you tell us the date and time for that one more time?
Yes, that is Sunday, October 29th at 2 p.m.
Perfect. Right before Halloween. It's going to be a perfect entrance to Halloween week right there. And there's so many trunk or treats and events going on. Make your way out to the Rock Springs Nature Center and celebrate with the Macon County Conservation District. Alicia, we're going to take our first short break right here. But when we come back, we'll talk about more programs and some other great events that are coming to the Rock Springs Nature Center and the other Macon County Conservation Center district places. So it's going to be very fun. Wait for the second half here on the WTIM Morning Show. My name's Tim Zalabak, and you are listening to the WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn slightly higher, beans higher, wheat slightly higher at this hour. December corn 491 3/4, up 1 3/4. March corn up 1 1/4. 506 1/4. May corn 513 3/4, up a penny. November beans 1296 3/4, up 10 1/2. January beans up 9 3/4, 1315 1/2. March beans 13.27 and 3/4 up 9. December wheat up 2 1/4, 5.79 1/2. March wheat up 2, 6.06 1/2. December bean meal 396.50, that's up 6.30. December bean oil 55.80, down a dime. Livestock market at this hour: October feeders 248.25, down 7 cents. October live cattle up half a dollar, 185.70. December lean hog 69.30, that's up a dollar. Energy market at this hour: November crude oil up 38 cents, 87.04. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network.
Miller Media Group Advertising works for Charlotte Nagel, Executive Director of Kemmer Village in Assumption.
We feel like it's just been a really great bonus for our program. We use it for hiring, for donation, solicitation, and also just to advertise what we're doing over in Assumption. I literally hear throughout the week as I interact just as a resident of Taylorville, or I'm in Assumption, I hear very frequently, I hear you on the radio all the time. And that is just music to my ears. Kimmer Village has been around for nearly 110 years, but at the same time, we are a little bit remote over in Assumption. So we wanted to be sure people knew that we're there and that we're doing wonderful work. And I feel like the Miller Media Group has definitely served that goal.
Radio gets results. Radio gets results.
Whatever temperatures this winter brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer is committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 824-4684, 824-4684. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Small towns are in, and Taylorville is poised for you and your family to join them. Taylorville has what you're looking for. Find out more, including upcoming events, by clicking the Small Town Taylorville icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Check out the menu of the new American Eagle Restaurant, 201 East Park in Taylorville, for breakfast, lunch, or dinner by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. And their street has reopened too.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host, and I'm joined by Alicia Callison, the Program Director for the Macon County Conservation District today. Very happy to have her on my line today. Let's thank our sponsors that make this show possible: People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. You always do better at Landmark. Alicia, do we still got you on the line?
I am here, yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, we do appreciate you for being here. We talked about some great events. I'll run through them real quick. This weekend, October 21st at 2 p.m., the Snake and Turtle Show. That'll be at the Rock Springs Nature Center. Then again this weekend, but at Friends Creek, it'll be the Creatures of the Night. It's a night hike. It sounds like it's going to be a super fun time. All the registration can be found at Macon County Conservation District.org. Am I saying all that right, Ms. Callison?
It is MaconCountyConservation.org.
Macon County, no district, just awesome. Okay, awesome. So we got another program to talk about here. It's called the Candlelight Tour. Now, apparently we're going to get a cool tour of something here. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so the Candlelight Tour is an annual event that we have had for many years out at Rock Springs. And this is an opportunity to tour our historic homestead out at Rock Springs in the evening. So for those that are unaware, we have Homestead Prairie Farm out at Rock Springs Nature Center, and this is a circa 1850s, 1860s farmhouse. It's very modest. It was originally built and lived in by a family who was not, wealthy. They didn't have a lot of money. They lived off of what they had, and so it's an opportunity to kind of see what the average person lived like back in the 1860s. This homestead is unique in that it has never been moved from its original foundation, so it sits where it was built. And most buildings of that age have been moved at some point in their lifespan. So this one is unique for that. This is a really fun event. I really enjoy this event, and I think people that come out for the first time seem to really like it too. You get to go through and the whole house is lit by just lamplight and candlelight. So it's a really unique experience. And we will have costumed interpreters kind of talking about the history of the home and life in the 1860s. And we'll have some snacks available too. So it should be a good event. This is Saturday, November 18th from 6:30 to 8:30. It's open house style, so come when you want.
Super, super fun. There's so many things to unpack right here, but what a great opportunity it is to see how people lived back in the day, but at night. That's a thing a lot of people don't probably think about, that these people also had nighttime and they didn't have electricity. So, I mean, they
Right.
had to utilize a lot of candles. Are you just going to be able to look throughout the house and see how everything is looking? Are people going to be manning their own light device? What does that look like?
So we will have all the lights set up around the house. So basically, you just show up and you'll get a tour of the house. You'll get to walk through and check everything out. And you get to kind of go at your own pace.
Sure. Okay. And you mentioned Homestead Prairie Farm, where this is taking place. That's within Rock Springs Nature Center. And we've talked about it before. These dressed up interpreters, they're out. Are they out all day long accepting people for an open house type of deal? What's that look like?
So they are out there on the weekends in May through October. So Saturdays and Sundays, May through October, 1 to 4 p.m. So they are getting ready to close out their regular weekend tour season. You've only got a couple more weekends left if you want to go out there during the daytime to see them. And then Candlelight Tour is kind of their big end of the season event. And they'll close up and then reopen again in May.
Okay, super fun. Yeah, I'd love to get the dates on when they're out there, because that's probably a fun added feature that just, gets you even more in the time period. That sounds like it's going to be super fun. You said Saturday, November 18th for the Candlelight Tour. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Beautiful.
6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And if you've never been before, it's very easy to find. You just come to the main parking lot at Rock Springs, and there'll be someone there to kind of guide you in the right direction.
Awesome. Will that person be in 1850s attire?
That person probably won't. No, that's usually just a different volunteer that we've got to kind of help lead people. But you'll find the costumes people at the house.
Great. All right. That's my biggest thing. I want to see the big dresses and the funny dressing of 1850s. I can only imagine. But that's really fun. The Candlelight Tour coming to the Homestead Prairie Farm. It's going to be a fun one. November 18th, Saturday, and that is at nighttime. So are we good to talk about a couple of mini camps for our last couple of minutes here, Alicia?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So yeah, what's the big one? What's a popular mini camp right now?
So right now, we are doing I Spy Stars for mini camp. So if you've got any kiddos aged 1 through 5 and you're looking for something to do tomorrow, we have that camp coming up. So just to kind of explain what our mini camps are for people who maybe haven't been to one before, it's an hour-long program for these 1 through 5-year-olds, and they get to come, they do crafts, they do activities, they learn about different nature topics, they go outside, they have a snack, they sing songs. So it's a lot of fun. It's a good opportunity to get your young child kind of around some other young children as well, get them to socialize a little bit, learn about different nature topics, and kind of get that first exposure to some of those. And like I said, tomorrow we have an opportunity for that. It is at 9:30 tomorrow.
Okay. I Spy Stars. It'll be at 9:30 p.m. tomorrow. And that'll be where?
So it's 9:30 a.m.
Oh, 9:30 a.m. Okay.
Yeah. So, and that is at Rock Springs Nature Center.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I kind of thought what that would be, but 9:30 a.m. better for the kiddos as well.
No, I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because that it is about stars, but it's not going to be at night.
Okay, we're going to learn about stars. And Alicia, we are out of time, but I really appreciate you for being here with me today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Without a doubt, you can go to maconcountyconservation.org to find all this information. That was Alicia Callison, the program director for the Macon County Conservation District. We thank her for being on. And my name has been Tim Zalabak here on the WTIM Morning Show.
Your information station, WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne